What's up, YouTube? Gamers Media here, and yeah, I'm going to be going over the supposedly true 3DS emulator, and yes, just look at it and be amazed, because that is supposedly a 3DS emulator, and what the hell do I know? I don't know anything, but I can tell you for 100% fact, this is fake, this does not exist, and it is just a picture. But Alan, I've seen the video of him playing on the 3DS emulator. You're completely wrong and you're an idiot and you are so retarded and you speak without knowing any of the information. Alright, first off, I'm going to say, one, yes, I do that all the time. But right now I'm right and I know I'm right about this. So, when I saw the video, I was convinced that this guy actually did have a 3DS emulator. I was like, holy crap. And then I just started thinking to myself, this can't be right, man. They haven't even made an action replay for the 3DS. This guy supposedly made an emulator for it? There's like, you don't like, you don't start like running marathons before you even learn how to walk. There's like a step-by-step process how this works. They make an action replay, they figure out how to crack the game system, and then they make an emulator. They don't just make an emulator when action replay probably has like 35,000 people being like, hey, we need to make like a cheat source for this. And then they're like, ew, yeah, we can't do that. But yeah, let me just go over a few things that's really funny. So first off, if you look at basically the way that the emulator is supposedly shaped, it looks like a program. It's clearly distinctively a program. And in the YouTube video, the guy uses it and it makes it look really realistic. And I'm myself being like, damn, this looks like a real emulator. So, I installed it, I tried getting it to run, was not able to get it to run, and I made sure to scan everything with virus software, and basically it basically never worked. And the key thing is that in the middle of it, they asked you 1,000 times to install toolbars. And I guess that's the way he's making money from this. But either way, I wanted to see if it existed or not. I was about 70% on the things like this could in no way, shape, or form exist. If it did exist, I'd be mind blown. And there was that 30% like, maybe this guy's just a freaking genius. So, I'm going to show you how this was done. So, remove that. Screen region. Alright, so this is my desktop. You can see here we have this lovely capture software. As you know, I can record gameplay. People always ask me, am I using an emulator? No, I'm using a 3DS capture board. As you can see right here, there is a micro USB going from my 3DS to my computer, and that is streaming all the video from the 3DS, both screens. So, as you see right here, I have the bottom screen, or I should say I have the top and bottom screen. And if I move anything on the 3DS, it moves without lag. Actually, yeah, it's really without lag. It's really nice. And also, there's this magical button called Change View. And, of course, you never use this button because it makes it like this. And if you use it with Xsplit, basically, you can no longer, like, have the top screen be right in the middle and the bottom screen being, like, the left-hand corner. You can't do that. That's why the preferred view is dual screen, because basically you can export both of these, or actually not export, import both of these into XSplit, and you can basically change the dimensions of them and make it look really nice, and have, of course, this screen be at the very bottom right hand corner. So, we'll go back to here, and as you can see here, you're missing something. You're missing the toolbar. The toolbar that he made sure to show off. Now, let me just use some Photoshop magic. And let this be known, I did this in like literally 4 minutes, so it doesn't look too amazing. But, yeah. Let me make Xsplit a little bit bigger. Alright. Line that up. Now, of course, the background color is not going to match up because his background was black and my background is blue. So, if you take that away, it looks fine. Now, as you can see, he actually used it. I have no idea how to make a toolbar, but I do know a few friends who can make a toolbar, and they'd be able to do it within about 30 to 45 minutes. Of course, I'm not going to ask them to do that, but to make a toolbar that serves no purpose other than it has a numbered list and you can basically click them, yes, that is possible. It's very easy to create, and you could just use the exact same method as importing into XSplit, putting it over the video file, and actually you could probably even drag this, drag it down like that to make it look a little bit better. That way it doesn't look like it's cutting off the screen. So as you can see here, we can start playing around, and we now have our file, our options, our cheats, our tools, our help, about, and full screen mode. Because this is what an emulator looks like, guys. This is what an emulator looks like. So hopefully I did not waste your time. I'm pretty sure no matter how many people view this video, there's going to be a few of them that are going to actually, the second that I show them the picture of the fake emulator, they're going to be like, oh my god, I got to download this. This has to be real. But yeah, guys, I proved it right there. The emulator is fake. It doesn't exist, and most likely there's not going to be a 3DS emulator. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing by the time that they do finally make a 3DS emulator, it will be on the deathbed of the 3DS when it is about to become a new console. When Nintendo probably releases their, let's just say, 4DS. Let's go up to 4. Where you actually get punched in the face. But yeah, when they release their 4DS, maybe they might have an emulator for the 3DS. But yeah, guys, make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Were you immediately able to figure out that this was a complete bullshit emulator, or did you think for a second that this emulator was real and that I might have been wrong until I explained it? Or do you still think it's real and I am just using sorcery to do this? Peace out, guys, and make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe.